Tucker, swim dodge, fires and scores! Skipping a step, behind the back! Pass, the extra look, and the goal! Shot on goal and good. As day has turned tonight here at Hofstra Stadium, the Long Island Championships are in the books. There have been 4 champions crowned. Mike Hungerford. And you'd have to say, if we're going to be honest, an upset in the Class C championship this year. And the funny part of that is it was the flip a year ago because Manhasset was the favorite a year ago. Mount Sinai won that game, and now the Indians have come back. They've defeated Mount Sinai, ending their undefeated season. We talked about the beginning, the sequel, right? Godfather 2 is a great sequel, right? Maybe Empire Strikes Back. This one lived up to that first meeting, which many considered the game of the year last year.
It certainly did. Fourth game today. A lot of lacrosse we just saw for the last, how many hours? 8 hours or something, right, like that, maybe more. 10 hours, but it certainly lived to the billing, and it just, I'm taking it all in. I'm still processing it a little bit. It's game was very close throughout. There was a lot of little individual battles being played, and I think Manhasset had an unbelievable second half. And just kept finding ways to make play after play. I don't think when you look at a game like this, you look at what you didn't do, is you look at what got done.
Sure.
Who made the plays to win the game, and Manhasset made some great plays to win the game.
Before we get into the highlights, let's thank our sponsors here today because they played a big part in allowing us to bring you these shows. So wanted to, of course, thank the Breakout Goaltending Group, Long Island's finest goalie training company. You want to become the best goalie you can be? Breakout Goaltending Group is where you go. 877-GOAL-121 or breakoutgoaltending.com. Also wanted to thank the Long Island Metro Lacrosse Foundation. Their mission is to spread the positive spirit of lacrosse and support the highest ethical standards for all participants through annual initiatives, including targeted grants, scholarship programs, lacrosse educational clinics, and events to raise awareness and resources in support of the game. As far as this game goes, again, an instant classic. We had a little bit of everything, Mike Hungerford, and whatever this was part of it. I thought this was going to land on the field at one point. I think it went behind at Mitchell. The fans came out, both from Mount Sinai with the Fatheads, and the Manhasset fans also came up. Mount Sinai struck first early on. Lucas LaForge gets the pass from Joey Spallina. It's 1-0 for Mount Sinai, but Manhasset has the answer. Connor gets the goal. Liam Connor from Matt Perfetto. Perfetto, now the finish inside. Count it. What a game Peterson had. Jack Peterson rips it. The sidearm shot makes it 5-5. Late second quarter now. Well, that was the third quarter, excuse me. That was the 7-5 goal. And look at this, right off the faceoff, Cal Gerard. Those were within 5 seconds of each other. It's now 8-5 Manhasset. Spallina gets involved, gets the foul as well. 8-7 for Manhasset. But then a little bit too much. Manhasset, empty net with the stall warning on. There's the goal by Perfetto, and the celebration is on. The 15th Long Island Championship for Manhasset, a 12-7 win over Mount Sinai. What a game.
Yeah, I mean, a 12-7 doesn't really do the game justice in terms of how close it was, nip and tuck throughout the way. I think at the end of the game, the last 3 goals of the game were empty net goals or those type of goals. It was really a very, very close game all the way through. And like I said, I just think, a few of the guys in Manhasset made some great plays between the lines, and there was some great plays, in the offensive boxes, just to either save a possession, score a goal, all those little plays. It seemed like down the stretch, Manhasset made a whole bunch of them. And a few more than Mount Sinai made for sure, that stretch.
Joey Spallina came in with 501 career points, a Long Island record. He tacked on with 1 goal and 5 assists. That's still gaudy numbers for a Long Island championship game. But you got to say, Manhasset did a pretty good job, just in especially in terms of him scoring the goal, keeping him on the wraps, and a lot of those assists, those were early. He didn't do a whole lot in the second half.
Yeah, I don't think he had the ball maybe as much as maybe he could have had in the second half. The ball was a Manhasset end of the field, especially in the fourth quarter. And it was a very ingenious plan. They had Rapina with a short stick in the zone playing him and defending him. And it's kind of ingenious. And I think it was very well thought out and very well coached. But on top of it, I think it's a game we're on. Manhasset just had the ball more, and he didn't have it a lot. And, you can't score when you don't have it, right? It's a simple game. And I thought Manhasset played with tremendous poise and tremendous ball control, and made a lot of smart decisions and very few bad ones, along the way.
They did that, and they had the ball late, right, when they in the key moments, and they were able to get the win. We've got the victorious Indians here with us now. You see, we're going to go from left to right. Of course, Keith Cromwell, our head coach, Matt Perfetto, as well as Jack Peterson, our MVP of the game, and of course Joey Terenzi. And you've got the mic, MVP, so we'll start with you, Jack. Just the emotion, man, right now. I mean, you can talk about last year and the loss and maybe how that helped motivate you. I know it's motivated Joey to your side here, but as a collective, I mean, what a win. How does it feel?
It feels great. I mean, last year we obviously lost, like you just said, and I wasn't able to get in that game. I had to watch from the sidelines, so it just made it a whole lot better this year that I was able to get involved in the game and help out our team.
Yeah, I mean, look, you're not about the individual, right? It's about the team, but still to get MVP in the Long Island Championship, to kind of ball out the way that you did, 3 goals and an assist, that's got to be an amazing feeling.
I mean, yeah, it's great, but I can't do that without my teammates. I mean, like, they're just always encouraging me, giving me the ball, like this kid. He's the man, and I'm not here without it. Same with Perfetto and coach, obviously.
Joey, listen, man, we spoke before the start of the year, and you said, I want this game.
Yeah.
This is you circled it. This is the opponent you wanted, the situation you wanted. You got it, and you guys turned the table. How did it feel?
I was talking to Coach Cromwell today, and it was just a feeling that we had. I knew we were winning this game, and I wasn't going to let it happen. We're not going to lose on this game. So this is a game I circled on my calendar, and I'm so happy we won. But this kid and this kid are the real MVP, so I'll give it to him. This kid.
There you go.
Coach Cromwell, just from a coaching standpoint, you come into a game and you're playing 18-0 team, Mount team, you lost 2 by goal, and with a generational type guy on attack, 500 points. Like, how do you frame it out when you get ready to do this? How do you frame it out to the team?
I tell you what, it took this team a little while to figure out exactly who we were. I think the middle of the season was so important for us. Some of those 1-goal losses really kind of made us hit the reset button out here. And credit to these guys. They bought in. I thought they were playing phenomenal against Wantor, Southside, 2 very good teams, and we knew what we had to deal with here. These guys are generational player, generational team. They've been riding high, and but I tell you, I never felt more confident. And I'm not BSing you guys here. I never felt more confident going into the game. The way these guys were practicing, the way they were playing, they changed our tempo a little. They pulled me back. I had to grab the reins out here a little. It kills me, but we had to really do it. And I tell you, they've been playing such great lacrosse. It's been a pleasure to watch.
Yeah. Matt, similar, man. Like, you guys, when you're at your best, you're up there, you're running, you're gunning, you're scoring a lot of goals, and you had to kind of pump the brakes there late. I'm sure you guys wanted to score a few more goals. I mean, just what was that strategy like? And I mean, obviously it worked to perfection for you guys.
Yeah, in practice every day, we talk to each other. We're basically like a family out there, and everything our coaches tell us, we believe in them. So our coach is telling us to slow the ball down, give our defense a break. So we did that. It all worked out in the end.
There's been a few Perfettos to play lacrosse here for Manhasset. You're a Long Island champion, the 15th in program history. I asked those guys as well. How does it feel?
Right now, the Cornell recruits are pretty lucky. The Cornell recruits got it pretty good, The 2 Garden City guys and you got it pretty good. The Cornell guys.
That's it, baby.
How does it feel, Matt?
It's incredible. We've been with this team, with these kids since I was 4 or 5 years old. We took a tough one last year, But every day in practice, we've been working since September to get back to this place, and we're not done yet. So.
So to that point, right? You guys are seniors, and you win this game, and you get a chance to practice another day, right? To be with these guys another day. Joey, how special is that?
It's awesome. I don't really know what to say. I love these guys to death, and I love our coaches to death. So to spend another week with them, or much longer we got to our next game, it's so special. And I would feel guilty not bringing up Michael Farrell, James Farrell, and Ryan Keys. So that's for them. So I hope they're happy.
I'd imagine they were looking down on you guys as well. Finish it up, Matt. I mean, this was the end point last year, right? Your season ended at the Long Island Championships. Now it goes on, right? As happy as much as you're going to enjoy this one tonight, you've got more business ahead of you, man. And I'd imagine, obviously, the challenge to compete for a state is right there for you. I mean, as we said, you're back again with your guys for another week, but state championship is something you'd love to be here again, I think, this time next week.
Yeah, we got 2 more to go. Practice early tomorrow morning, so ready to get back at it. Maybe not early.
you go at 7:30 on Sunday, but we're going at 9:30 tomorrow.
Well, you got the support. We know that, right? The Indian Nation is around here, so congratulations, Manhasset. Boys, enjoy this one tonight.
Thank you.
And a great job. Amazing stuff. So there we go. Our first live studio audience behind this here.
Studio audience. Leadville Studio Audience is pretty cool.
That was pretty exciting,
cool stuff,
and a great win for Manhasset. You could see how much. Look, we talked about it, or at least I know Rob Pinnell and I were on the call at the Woodstick at Manhasset when they had those uniforms for the Farrell brothers, for Keith, and you could see what lacrosse means to that community, right? It means the world to the Manhasset community. So you could see in the bad times when they galvanize and get together, but also in the good times like today where they all celebrate as well.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Maybe there's a higher purpose and high calling involved, and who knows, what that's judging on helping them. But I think what Coach Cromwell said, the great point. They had a spot in the season where they lost a couple games, and I don't think they were playing their best. But sometimes when that happens, you're going to go one way or the other, right? Nobody stays the same. You're either getting better or you're getting worse. And I think from that experience, they all got better, and that's pretty cool. And they're in a great spot right now,
We'll take a quick break. We'll have one more guest with us as well, as it's the Indians of Manhasset celebrating a 12-7 win in the Long Island Class C Championship. The post-game show returns right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Media travels throughout the Northeast covering weekend tournaments, showcases, and championships. Contact us today to learn about our services and packages at 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net. Varsity Media covers every sport at every level from every angle. Game film, recruiting videos, highlight videos, sportscasts,
Under, and what a look!
photography, live streaming. You name it, we offer it. Don't leave your video needs to amateurs. Trust the pros. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net.
Stand out from the competition with a Varsity Media college recruiting video. A college recruiting video from Varsity Media can help save money on college tuition and land a spot on the team. We use your best plays with our custom editing effect sets and music to ensure a college coach sees your athletic skills. Contact us today to book a college recruiting video. 516-403-2050 or email Jeff at varsitymedia.net. For the best action shots and the best angles, look no further than Varsity Media. Our experienced photographers capture your athletes' best moments right from field level. Plus, we offer great keepsakes like bobbleheads, posters, plaques, and prints. For more information about Varsity Media's photography services, contact us at 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net.
Welcome back to the jubilant post-game, which is kind of ended up erupting all around us, Mike Hungerford, as Manhasset celebrates a 15th Long Island championship.
We have a celebration magnet over here in the
Apparently we do.
south end zone here.
They had the music going. I think I heard Keith Cromwell say they ordered pizza as well. I don't know. But
Nobody wants to go home.
Nobody wants to go home, that is for sure. But what an event it was, what a day it was. And we bring in now James Metzger, who has such a big part of James, I always say that when you're at Hofstra and you're able to play here, especially as high school kids, it's an event, right? It's a happening. Right. You help make this happen as well. And what an incredible day of lacrosse. I'd imagine you must have loved every minute of it.
I did. I got here at 9 o'clock this morning. They alerted me about an hour ago that my car had been running for 2 hours in a private parking lot over here adjacent to the stadium, and I said, that's not 2 hours, that's 10 or since 9 o'clock. So my car was running. I had a full tank of gas. I've got a little gas left to get to a gas station on Hempstead Turnpike, I think, but I think it was running for 9 hours.
You were that excited to get into
no, I'm just sometimes a little careless with turning my car off. This isn't the first time, but no, today was. I was looking forward to the last game.
Yeah.
I mean, Mount Sinai had a tremendous year. Tough way for them to finish the season. Generational player Joey Spallina, all-time leading scorer in the history of Long Island. I know the family. I felt for him. I think he had 1 in 5. But on the other side of the ledger, Manhasset. I'm quite fond of Manhasset. I work closely with Jim Amon, and he was the AD there for many years. Sure. And a great group of kids. Just an amazing game, and for them to beat Mount Sinai, who I believe were certainly favored. They beat them by a substantial margin, and I think there was a stretch of 8 minutes. Manhasset had the ball in the second half for 8 consecutive minutes, 8 minutes and 29 seconds. So that was the killer for Mount Sinai. I'm still stunned. I think the final was 12-7.
12-7. Yeah.
12-7. Wow, this is.
And last year's was a 1-goal game.
14-13. Yeah, I was out there.
Scoring that goal.
Right. I was sunny. I got sunburnt, rained on. It was a crazy day. It was more comfortable here at in my suite at the stadium, and we had a hard. Well. There were a number of players who contributed, obviously, to the victory for Manhasset today, and Peterson was outstanding. He was my choice for the MVP. Terenzi played really well, played within himself. He's a very talented player, and many others. It was a great team victory, and Manhasset. I think Manhasset has an excellent shot to go all the way.
And that's the other exciting part of it too. Is listen, the state tournament has been played all around, and
right.
With the COVID year, you missed the states. Last year, you couldn't have a state tournament, but you made sure that it's home here on Long Island, which is really the home of lacrosse.
Right.
So,
still a hotbed nationwide.
So excited that you're able to kind of bring it back for a few years
I brokered
now.
that deal to Hofstra.
Yeah,
I will say that.
Sure.
The state championships.
We appreciate it.
I wanted them here, and unfortunately now I have a conflict. I'm going to be away on business. I have no choice. So now I want to rescind my deal with them. I haven't written them the check yet. No, I'm only kidding.
It can't be played the week after. It can't be played the week after the
I wanted to. Yeah, it's like kind of like a flying commercial, and you tell them, listen, you got to hold up the flight for me. It doesn't work that way. So, but varsity media, I take my hat off to you. You guys are doing a great job. I'm very impressed. Love the production, and more power to you. I mean, you fill the vacuum. You're the source now, and I certainly like what I see, and many of my colleagues, associates, and friends feel the same way.
We appreciate that, and certainly your support as well means the world to us. And one thing I love about Jim Metzger, what's the shirt that he's wearing there?
Hills East.
He's still representing, baby.
High school,
He's still representing Hills East.
In the last 2 years, all of my records have been broken. I can say that they in football and lacrosse. So I'm getting old.
You do have an award, though, that Rob Pennell, which he said that you tell him all the time he didn't win out in Suffolk County.
The one thing I did, and that was luck. I didn't even deserve that award. But, yeah, Rob is Rob has accumulated a little more hardware than I have, and just about everybody else, for that matter. The Ray Ennis Award. So Larry Cerasi won it, too, who coaches for Northport. And they I can't even remember. Did Northport?
Yeah, that was a few hours ago.
Yeah,
that was when your car still had about 3/4 of a
tank. Right.
Of gas.
Yeah. But no, really, Varsity Media, I think it's exciting. I spoke to Ben earlier in the year. Rob was excited to work with you guys, and quite frankly, I didn't realize you're even as good as you are. You really impressed me with your professionalism and your product. I think you're doing a great job, and as I said, many others feel the same way. So more power to you, and really look forward to working with you in the future.
Yeah, same here. Appreciate it.
I got to go and get some gas.
Get some gas, yeah. I think it's about $7 down the street.
Thanks, and going up.
Right, exactly.
That's another story for another time.
Thanks so much, James Metzger. We appreciate
and I appreciate the opportunity.
A few moments with
Thank you.
And
we'll
take the headset from you. So there you go. The headset, or the car running for hours and hours. But great stuff from James Metzger, and what an incredible game. What an incredible day. By the way, our lacrosse season, high school-wise, it might have just ended, but we've got a lot of great lacrosse ahead of us. The Long Island Lacrosse Showcase is just around the corner. We're a few weeks away.
It never ends. It never ends.
The top 50 game on June 20th, the Nassau versus Suffolk game. 4 games, right, I believe, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, all right here at Schuett Stadium. You can visit varsitymediapass.com for live stream access of Nassau versus Suffolk games, plus highlights and interviews. You can see it in the bottom right of your screen. Varsity Media Pass. That's the next thing we got to get prepped for, man. That's so much fun. I loved doing it last year at Farmingdale, and I think it's going to be even better this year here at Hofstra.
Absolutely. Pretty cool facility to have it at, a little different venue, and should be pretty cool, and that's coming up down the road. And end of a long day here, Dylan, right? A lot of lacrosse, and 4 champions crowned, and four great moments for 4 teams, and 4 end of the line for 4 other teams, and it's not easy. And I still really feel for the Mount Sinai guys. I've been there like that with teams like that before, and in my coaching career, and I know what it's like to ride that bus and having not won, and when you thought you were supposed to win, or maybe it was destiny and it didn't happen. But you know what? What I would say to that is when all those boys and the coaches reflect back on it, for a while it'll be a downing moment that you didn't get past where you are now. But when they look back on it, they'll have tremendous memories, and they did their town, their community, their school, so many people proud, and they'll have that to look back on. I know those are no words of solace right now, but
for sure.
that is how it works. And I tell my kids at school all the time, that's the finality of sports, When you win, it makes winning so great because you get to keep playing. And when it's over, there's no do-overs. Yeah, and you wonder what if there was a state championship last year. Might Mount Sinai have won? We'll never know, unfortunately. But also congratulations, obviously, on an individual standpoint to Joey Spallina. An incredible career. Tremendous. Long Island points one of the very
record.
Best.
We will enjoy watching Joey and the rest of these guys who are graduating on in college. It's one of the great things about ESPN Plus. Give them a shout out because you can watch all the college games, man. That's going to be a lot of fun. But again, congratulations to all the champions. Let's see if I can get them all right here. Cold Spring Harbor, Garden City, Northport, and Manhasset, all winners here at Hofstra. Congratulations to everybody. We want to thank everyone here as well at Varsity Media. Our executive producer, Ben Turchin, our technical director, Chris Sweeney. For my broadcast partners, Mike Hungerford, our pizza taster, Brian Soper. Guys giving you all the moving images as well. Ron Pierre, Angelo Caezo, and some terrific images as well as the lifting of the pizza box was super important today. Our intern, James Suckle, as well. Dylan Butler, thanking you for joining us here from Hofstra Schuett Stadium. We'll see you again at the Long Island Lacrosse Showcase on the Varsity Media Sports